Hey, welcome back to this video, and in this video we are going to complete the torso part here. So in the last video we saw how to start the torso from a cylinder and how to do this deltoid part here. So let's do the same thing here. So let's delete all these faces from the bottom first. So let's select everything here at the bottom. So we can select this part by just dragging like this. When you drag like this, I'm also selecting all these faces. So I'm going to hold control and drag little bit this areas to like deselect all those faces here. So control drag to deselect and shift to add. Okay, so let's undo. So now let's delete these faces, and I'm going to also delete these faces. So let's see one other option to select all these faces easily. So you can see all these faces has a single common vertex here at the center. If I select that vertex and go to select menu and convert option, you can see this convert selection option. You will find a lot of options there, and you will get this option, two faces. Now I have selected vertex, and now I'm converting that vertex to faces. Okay, now it's converted those common faces. Now you can delete it. Okay, so I'll delete all those, and I'm going to delete half here. So let's go to front view and let's delete half of the body here. Okay, like this. So I'm ready to set, and I'm going to do this bottom part. So let's add one loop here and one loop at the behind here. So let's again go to insert edge loop, and this time again turn on this insert with edge flow, so that when I add that edge loop, you can see, just keep an eye here. When I add that edge loop, it's gonna like snap a little bit and to create that roundness. Do the same thing. Okay, again this is not that important option. I'm just turning on that to maintain that shape. Let's go to select tool and select this edge and select the back corresponding edge here, and I'm going to bridge this area, and I'll create a smooth round bridge. So let's go to edit mesh, and this time I'm going to click on bridge. So when you click on bridge, by default it's gonna give you a straight bridge here, and I'm going to add some divisions here. So I don't have any divisions here. So let's add some divisions. So I'm just holding my left mouse and dragging on top of that name. Okay, here you can see I have put 3 divisions there, and go to vertex mode, select these vertexes, and let's go to move tool and just move them y axis to the opposite y or downward, and just try to create a like swimsuit of thing here. Let's just imagine it's a swimsuit kind of costume. Now let's go to front view. Okay, just here. Now this shape is like L shape or the opposite of L here. So we want a like angle V kind of shape. So let's move these vertices like this to this pelvis bone and this, and move this and create this shape kind of this. Do the same thing here, just move this area. Okay, so this would be my leg base. To my leg would be joined here. Okay, so let's delete these faces from the bottom of the deltoid here, and I'm going to add one edge loop here. So the edge loop is going to follow this loop till here. So I'll get one vertex here, one vertex here. So let's add one edge loop. So go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, and let's click here. Okay, and one thing you can see, as I'm moving forward, my mesh is like becoming messier. So you can see the edges are not evenly spread there. So let's do that. Go to select tool. So let's say select this edge, and you can see this edge is should be somewhere here, so that it's gonna like create a good spacing there. So let's go to mesh tool, and this time I'm using slide edge tool. So click that, and now you can see it's also mentioning that middle mouse drag to move or slide this loop. It's different than moving. You can see when I slide, it's gonna slide on the surface, and it's not affecting, or it's not moving the edge in particular axis. It's moving or sliding the edge on the surface. Okay, so let's do this as well here. So middle mouse drag, so hold your middle mouse and drag. So do the same thing here. So I'm just trying to spread it. Let's say this small loop, you can see a lot of gap here. It can come here. So when you maintain this spacing, your mesh is gonna smooth, because when beginners do their model, they don't do this properly. So when they smooth it, they get like dented kind of body, and not a good smooth looking body. So that's the main problem, because they have loops unevenly. Okay, so now if you press 3 on your keyboard, you can see the smooth preview mesh. Okay, now my torso is done, and I can just flip it to this side. So I can do that by going to edit mesh and mirror geometry, by doing the mirror geometry. But sorry, it's in mesh and this mirror option, you can see. So when you mirror, you can see the center hole is like snapped and merged. It's because of this value, merge threshold. So let me bring here. Merge threshold is too high, 0.77 is too high. So let's put 0.001. this is the lowest value you can give. This, if your center line is snapped to that center grid, to this center line, then with this value it's gonna work. If there was a gap with this value, they might not merged. Okay, so be careful, and once you merged, press 3 to check. Okay, you should see smooth transition here. So still I'm not going to actually do this mirror finally, because I'm still going to do the hand and the leg. So we are going to do that in the next lesson.